So we are going to go the other switches and then we'll cover this.
Okay.
So you have two options on your water heater. You have a propane option and an electric option. The electric option only works when you're plugged in or on generator. So if you're in an RV park and plugged in like we are now, you can just hit the electric water heater and it'll work just fine. If you're dry camping, you can use the propane because it works off propane and 12 volts, which are your batteries up there. So that will always work no matter what. The electric heat only works when you are
Plugged in.
Okay.
Okay. Water pump. You need the water pump on when you are dry camping. So what it does is you have a freshwater tank that's on board, and that water pump will pump the water out of that freshwater tank to your facilities. If you are in an RV park and you have city water hooked up to a hose, you don't need the water pump.
Okay.
You'll have water at your facilities like you would at your house.
Okay.
Okay. And your tank heater, there are small heaters underneath all of your holding tanks that if you're in cold weather and don't want them to freeze, you hit the tank heater. I'm not a cold weather camper. I don't usually go in the cold weather. So it's just an option in case you get up there where it's a little cooler, when it's going to get freezing.
Okay.
And then question for the water heaters. When we are hooked up, so this one, then do we have to be at 50 amps or a certain amp? I've been seeing like 30 amp, 50 amp hookups and all
We'll talk
that.
about that, but you have a 50 amp coach.
Okay. All right.
So because you have two air conditioners, 50 amps.
Okay.
Okay. You can use 30 amps. They make a 50 amp to 30 amp reducer for your plug-in cord. If that's all that's available, you can function on 30 amps.
Okay.
But you won't be able to run probably both your air conditioners.